Hello my fellow Kenyans, habari zenu wa Kenya wenzangu. I'm Gakonga, the coach and the pioneer of Vision Total Football Kenya. Let us talk. Tuzungumzeni jamaa. First of all, let me tell you this. I had to go for a walk. I'm walking along this bush. Nothing can disturb me, even the sound of a bird, so that we can have a conversation that's coming from deep inside my heart with no disturbance, apart from the wind, but that's nature taking its course. Let us go back to our conversation. My fellow Kenyans, Kenya under 17, our national team, is now out of under 17 championship, FKF championship that has been happening in Tanzania in this August 2018. Wakenya wenzangu, we are out. And what does that mean? That means we are completely out of the tournament, and we have no chance to qualify for African Nations under 17 championship that is organized by CAF. What does this mean? This means Kenyan football under the leadership of FKF, we have failed with the capital F. We have failed. Wakenya wenzangu. But let us go back some few years back. In 2010, I've said before, we were beaten by Somalia, a country that was at war. Yeah, Somalia under 17 beaten Kenya under 17. Did we learn a lesson then? No, that is 2010. In 2016, Kenya under 17 was invited to COSAFA tournament. That's a tournament that takes place in countries that are in the southern end of Africa. Yeah, it is called COSAFA. So Kenya was invited 2016, and the FKF technical director then, Mr. Andrea Pierce from Germany, he took that team. Do you know what? That team was beaten by Malawi 5-0. That team was beaten by Zambia 4-0. Again, that team was beaten by Cameroon 7-0. This is under 17 in 2016. Did we learn something from that? Did we learn any lesson? No. So what can you say? No one should be saying this is a wake-up call for FKF this month, the tournament that we have just lost in Tanzania. I saw an article from the Nation media saying that this should be a wake-up call. Wakenya wenzangu, there is no a wake-up call that is big enough. There is no a wake-up call that is alarming to FKF. There has been so many wake-up calls, but have they woken? Hapana. So Wakenya wenzangu, I left you at 2016 when we lost 7-0 to Cameroon. Now, sorry, 2016 that was. Now, this 2018 in April, under 17 had a FKF tournament which was held in Burundi. What happened to us? We were beaten by Somalia again, Kenya under 17. This is this year 2018 in April, and we were beaten by Uganda as well. So why did we go to Tanzania just this month thinking that, oh, we are better, we are going to beat all these teams? And I know we have not been putting enough training. Now what has happened in Tanzania, our team, our Kenyan team under 17, they started a game against against Djibouti. They beat Djibouti 9-0. Again, the next game was South Sudan. They beat South Sudan 4-0. And they had thought, this is it. We have a Kenyan dream team. This is what FKF thought. I've said it before. We play countries that don't have football. You don't even have to train to beat Djibouti. You don't even have to train to beat South Sudan. They've been in a war for so many years. I don't even know when they get time to train. But think about it, Somalia has been beating us while they are still in a war. So Wakenya wenzangu, we have rubbish teams. Our Kenyan teams are not good enough. This is not new. I have been saying this. But I've got to say it one final time. We have Ghana coming soon. I call this the test of time. Kenya against Ghana. I don't want to talk anymore about that. Wakenya wenzangu, let us look our youth teams. How are they doing? And please, don't tell me that the under 13 that FKF took to Southampton, and then they took the under 13 team to Spain. FKF has been lying to us. I can say this. FKF took under 13 team to a tournament in Europe, and then they come back and say, oh, under 13 has beaten teams from England, has beaten Barcelona. What I want to tell you is this. Kenya, we take a team there. There we go and meet teams from clubs in Portugal, in England, teams from club, and then we beat them. Then we say that Kenya has beaten Portugal. No, Kenya has beaten a team from a Portuguese club. Kenya will say Kenya has beaten, I don't know, like a team in Spain. Yes, but it's a team in Spain from a club. One of the team I know here in England, it is a local team that went to that tournament, and then FKF go and beat them. This team, a local team from England, yeah, just a normal team ya Vijijini, went to this tournament. They go and play against a Kenyan team, yeah. Even if a Kenyan team beat them, they go back and FKF tell us, oh, we are beating European teams. We are beating local teams from Europe. FKF, stop lying, Kenyans. Deputy President William Ruto has told us there's a shortage of fools in Kenya. Kenya hakuna wajinga. So FKF, stop lying us. Those who are in office today should take responsibility, do the right thing. I've said before, there comes a time when a nation is more important than an individual, all individuals. That time is now for FKF. Those who are in office, in constitutional term, office bearers, please do the right thing and exit office. Please resign. And I want to tell you the truth also. Whether you resign or not, FKF is going to be finished. Either by the government of Kenya disbanding FKF or the Kenyan people finishing FKF. This is not secret. I have said it in many of my videos that FKF days are numbered. We are going to finish FKF. We are going to ban the name FKF. Yeah, Hirojina, symbolic funeral, symbolic banning of the name FKF. We are going to bury it in a quarry somewhere in Kenya. However, I know no county will accept the ashes from this name FKF. So we may be forced to take these ashes in a casket to FIFA, so it can be stored in FIFA Museum huko. We don't want this name FKF. I keep saying, why do few individuals keep clinging on power in FKF? Yeah, it doesn't matter who we put there as a president, they will not perform. The failure is clear enough. Wakenya wenzangu, if Kenya was beaten by Cape Verde in 2015, was that a wake-up call? No. Kenya just recently was beaten by Swaziland. Swaziland is ranked below Kenya. Was that a wake-up call? No. Kenya was beaten by Central African Republic just the other day. Was that a wake-up call? No. So Wakenya wenzangu, you will agree with me when I say there is no a wake-up call that is good enough for FKF. There has been so many telltale signs. There has been so many wake-up calls, if we can call them wake-up calls. But they don't mean anything to FKF. Those guys who are the head of FKF, the office bearers, they just earn money every month. They do nothing. Right now, the team that went to Uganda with the new technical director, you have seen, sorry, to Tanzania, you have seen what have been done to them, Wakenya. We beat Djibouti, we come out dancing. What? Wait for the real teams. Kenya can beat no one. Tell me, please tell me, when has Kenya ever beaten a team that is ranked above Kenya? We keep playing lower teams and then saying, oh, we are improving, we are doing this, we are doing that. We won senior team Sekafa last year under the coach Paul Put in December. We won Sekafa. But I said winning Sekafa does not mean Kenya has a good team. We won Sekafa in 2013 under James Nandua as the interim coach. What do you think our national team is good since 2013? Where are we now? 2018. We are singing the same song that our football is not improving. Our teams are not improving. Now, under 20 women team, just last year, that was under coach Musa Otieno. That team was beaten by Ghana 10-1 in aggregate. Last year, November. Wakenya wezangu, where are we heading when it comes to football? So Wakenya wezangu, you will agree with me. This is why sometimes I get angry on my videos. I'm so passionate about our football. I can see that we are going nowhere under FKF. FKF cannot be reformed, cannot be reconstituted. FKF must be finished and must be buried. Yeah? Wakenya wezangu, this is the truth. We cannot resuscitate FKF. Yeah? Let us resuscitate our football under a different football governing body. This is what I'm saying. And this is all what Vision Total Football Kenya has been about. Now, Kenya under 20 boys, we know they were being paraded in a trial and being scouted in Kasarani the other day. Does that mean that we have not had a Kenya under 20 team? And when the FKF officials come out on TV parading under 17 team and saying for the first time we have under 17 team, for the first time we have under 13 team, what do they mean? To make under 13 national team is the easiest job in the world. To make under 15, under 17 youth teams, national team is the easiest job in the world, because these boys are already playing school football. They are already playing youth footballs around here and there. To make a national team, you only need like 18, 16 players from the entire Kenya who are under 13. How do these officials of FKF come forward and say, oh, for the first time we have Kenya under 13. For the first time we have Kenya under 17. Stop lying us. Give us something innovative. Give us something that FKF has done that we can celebrate. Please don't lie Kenyans anymore. Kenya has a shortage of fools. Hakuna wajinga Kenya. But the point is, once FKF go, who's going to come in? I've said before, I have been working on my vision for 5 years just to prepare for that. Wakenya wezangu, what is waiting FKF is a battle royale. FKF will go home. But instead of me struggling throughout every day trying to talk to FKF, trying to get them to go home, I'm asking them to do the right thing, the honorable thing a man can do to his nation. Please pack and go. Lift hands up and say to the government of Kenya, we need help. Vision Total Football Kenya will come in, use the blueprint, sort our football in Kenya. However, if you don't voluntarily go out of office, this message is to the office bearers of FKF. Constitutionally, the people we call office bearers, yeah, they know who they are. I'm begging them to go. If they don't go, if they don't listen to my message, they will still go. But the history of Kenya is going to judge them harshly, that we had to get them out by force. Please, FKF officials, pack your bags and don't forget any envelope, anything, any of your pen. Take time, pack proper and go. Close door and you go. If you don't do this voluntarily, I have said you will go by force. Wakenya wezangu, what happened to Andreas Spears? And in 2016, they said that they are making a team that will make a history for Kenya. Under 17 team. Now we know under 17 what has just happened to them. There is nothing I can point to and say this is something good that FKF have done. And don't even forget that the under 13 team that they keep talking about as their achievement was Sport Pesa project. And also don't forget the all-stars from Kenya that got beaten by Hull City team under 18. So what can FKF point as a progress? Everything they do, the under 20, the teams that they have, the youth team, they were scouted through Chapadimba Safaricom tournament program. So FKF, point something to me that you can say this is a progress. Don't tell me the office was not organized. This is something anyone can do. And I must go back to this issue of under 13. You know, semi-professional teams have under 13. Local clubs have under 13. So